Hello, Zero here, and welcome to another episode of our 100% lore playthrough of Lobotomy Corporation. We are at day 44, and we are wrapping up Hokma, the records team. And before everything else, we already have one more extra ego there. Max out the ego there. We are going to try at least extracting the adoration. That would finish the ego shells also. Okay, we are also going to need to add another employee. But that would be, we don't have really space here, but maybe I can just add it directly here. Someone with 4-4 and no, I'll just add it here because it's going to be working on that. Neville. Um, 4-4, 2-2. I think that's okay. Then that's going to deal with white damage. So in terms of ego, I might give the Letitia. No, we're just gonna give something decent. That's gonna kill them though at the 1.2. Right, I'll just give Raika's suit. Raika's gonna have this one. In terms of weaponry, can have any weapon we can have. We don't have any right now, so Solitude should be safe. Okay, as for the rest, Loki's just going to farm all around helper, should be fine. Cedric, I just wrap up the temperance and fortitude, that's really not a problem. Tatiana, also gonna wrap up, instead of temperance it's gonna be fortitude and prudence, so not really an issue. Ashley can work on the Freischutz or Schadenfreude, whichever is better. I think their Freischutz is better, so I'm going to need to give Ashley an anti-black damage suit. Devon, right? That should be okay. Devon can have the bear paws, so we got 2 bear paws right here. As for this guy, okay, let's just sacrifice one attempt just to see what that does. Let's do a quick use. This will trigger the parasite tree, and really I don't care. Wait, okay, so another crowdfunding backer abnormality. An old clock manufactured by an unknown company. Its vacuum tubes give off a vintage 5. The manufacturer stopped making these clocks a long time ago. One light turns on and energy is charged for each work done with backward clock. So this is a backward clock. Let's continue using it. That's just going to trigger, we really don't care. Nothing happened when employees lower than level 3 attempted to work with it. Is your future totally grim? Have you hit absolute rock bottom? Not a single way out in sight? Have you ever thought, oh man, what if I've done this instead of that? Humanity has conquered disease and nature. Now we have come far enough to harness time itself. Let's keep using it. The backwards clock. After all lights are turned on, backward can be activated. However, backward clock can only be utilized once a day, so please use it wisely. Yes, you can rewind your wasted time. Just wind it up, close your eyes, and count to 10. When you open them, you will be standing at the exact moment you wish to be in. Okay, so let's try to use it and see what happens. Okay, Dexter is gone? Huh. Let's see if you can use it. No, you can't use it. So you can only use it once. When you've got... Nothing happened when lower than 3 attempted to work on it. So instead, we can try someone with level 3. Do we have a level 3? No, our lowest would be... our lowest? Who's our lowest? Mason. Safety team, level is 4. So we are going to try... I'm just going to try the day, and I am going to grab a D class essentially and let them work on the clock, because it seems that it cost our level 5 to sort of time travel. Archer. Okay, just for survivability, I'll just give that. Lower than level 3, right? Let's increase this a bit. Alright, that's level 3. Let's give some basic ego for survivability. Oh, wait. So for survivability, I'll just give them the Force Match Flame and probably just a normal weapon. Maybe even Penitence. Force Match Flame and Ego weapons. Do we have? Let's just go with fragments from somewhere. And that is our throwaway character. Right. Use that. We are going to have Parasite Tree trigger anyway, so I'm going to use this until we hit level 4. Then we're just going to continue with the day, which is we're going to be farming Melting Love. $20. Earlier it was 2018, so it's 8 PM right now. I think it's recording the current time. And let's see what will happen. Okay, it still happened. This is weird. Everyone died. So we can't use level 3. Let's try doing it with someone else. Say someone with level 2. Or even just a level 1. Though I'm not sure if a level 1 will survive at this point. So, Archer, I am going to just remove your weapon. So let's hire level 2. And it's gonna be how? How? Force Match Flame. Let's begin. So it still counts as a use, but it's just not going to trigger the whole lighting and whatever it was that was happening. Hopefully. So when you used a level 3, all hell broke loose. When we used a level 5, it was okay. Except, of course, that level 5 just disappeared. Okay, it unlocked something, but it didn't light up. So, cool, I guess. Can be used only once a day. Let's get this over with first. Caution! Employees under level 5 are strictly forbidden from making any contact with backward clock after it has been fully charged. Right, yeah, please read the manual thoroughly. You will never know what the extremely high voltage discharge from the machinery could do if it is handled poorly. We are not responsible for any accidents that may occur from user error and carelessness. This clock requires a high amount of energy to operate. Please understand that it will take a considerable amount of time to charge. It's nice. When you open them, you will be standing at the exact moment you wish to be in. So, essentially a time machine. Still not doing anything. Still needs 3 more times to wind it up 3 more times. I think 1 more. Only level 5 employees can operate backward clock normally. Backward clock will send all except the operator to the most peaceful time of day. Okay, so I think what it means, well, we know what it means because this is a lore playthrough and I'm just pretending that I don't know what this is about. But since we fully unlocked this, and this is one of those abnormalities that aren't really fully explained through the logs and the description. What this does is it for after charging it up and sacrificing a level 5 employee, what happens is that all escape abnormalities and all ordeals, except for some exceptions, are suppressed. Also, all Cliffos meltdowns are cancelled, which is what this thing is. Send all except the operator, which will die, to the most peaceful time of day. That is before the breaches and before the ordeals. So that's that. And With that, we can now continue with the day. Alright, I am just going to use this so we can... Okay, I'm not. I'm just going to send someone who needs to do something with the parasite tree. Who needs to do something with the parasite tree? I think Tom needs it more. Then once that is done, I'm going to go here and I'm going to farm all of these first. Just for the temperance bonus. Got 100 level, and this is 110. This should be 120. Then finally, I am going to max out May's temperance by... No, I might just max out the temperance by trying to work on melting love just once using temperance. That's it. We can now work on what we planned about 12 minutes ago, which is to move people around and farm stuff. Ashley's going to farm their fry shots. Tatiana is going to go here to farm that, and Cedric is also going to join them. Right, out of these people, who needs an extra temperance boost? Orga can take that. Victor... Okay, I'll just send Victor again. Victor is our designated take the bonus from Night of Despair. Nothing there, we've already maxed it out. Though Eliza can work on instinct. That's not bad. Yin is also good for instinct, so I can just send someone there who needs to work on it. Anthony needs to work on the temperance though. Sure, I can send Frank for a bit of instinct work. Also, before we forget, we can farm that. Right, first things first, I'm going to need to set Ashley to do what they need to do. Ashley, all-around helper would be Loki. Let's just wait for this to arrive. Oh, while waiting, I can actually start doing some stuff here. Alright, Yuri, Dexter. Right, and we can use that. Yui is kind of weak in terms of fortitude, so I'm just going to let her take the first dibs on La Luna. And we got there. Is Tatiana already here? Yes, Tatiana's already here. And Cedric can work on Porcupus. Then we are going to wait until this guy hits 3 again before we start working on stuff. Right. As mentioned, May can work on this just once. For temperance. We're not going to really farm these guys. It's much more important to farm the melting love at this point. One's working on Schadenfreude, so guess that's something. Oh, we won't have enough time. I'm just going to set Quinn over to restart this. And again, Parasite 3 Annoyance. And we got nothing there. else can we do? Blue Star doesn't... It's not really for farming that. So if we farm these two, that would trigger it. I think I can just send someone to work on Porcubus just for the heck of it. Right. No, you stay there. You're gonna blow up. Let me just start killing people. Oh, didn't kill that guy. And once this hits 3, I can now send those two over to do some work. So Ashley and Cedric? No, Loki. Have to wait for a minute. Hey, that exploded. They didn't get anything. I will still execute them just for safety's sake. Still 2. And let's just execute everybody. We're going to get the bullets anyway. Right, we got 3. Can now send people to work on it. And Ashley. And I can move Frank closer. Just in case censored happens. Well, censor didn't happen, which is good. I will take that. Sure, Cedric can take that. Part of aspiration again. Velasquez is the default. This one. I want Christopher to have the bonus. So that's 2, 4. Okay. More instinct work for Tom. Hopefully by the end of this, we are already done with it. And I am going to just use this just for safety. Nope. Wait for the parasite tree first, then just use it. So we can prepare. I'm gonna send Eliza again. Just, I've already did the instinct before. Another instinct should guarantee me 120 after this day is done. So DRV was Tachana. So I'm going to send Tachana over here for instinct work. Who else? Who else needs attachment? It's not maxed out yet. Pansy? Right, Pansy needs it more. As for La Luna, let's see out of these guys who needs it most. No one got the gift, right? So the gift is only given when it's normal. Right, we got a good result, so neither of these guys are affected. So, yeah, Dexter is fine. And what's the last one who worked on Yin? Frank was the last one, so guess Yunho's turn. After Cedric goes here, they're going to send him to the DRV. Could send someone to the lady, but I don't think I need to. I can send someone here for the fragment. It's a cheap way to just bump the temperance by about 3 to 4, 3 to 6, I guess. No, probably just at max 5. It's very unlikely that we are going to get. Right, 125, finally got adoration. Loki. And this is gonna still be Ashley. Just use that. That should not be enough to trigger the Parasite 3 though. Alright, Cedric is now ready to work on this. Oh, Prudence is maxed. So we're going to use Fortitude instead. Green Dawn. Who was affected? Quinn. Quinn was affected. What else? DRV. Porcubus. Porcubus is still a decent place to farm that. Where else can we farm? This one? I guess Orga can farm that. We can still farm the... It's just -4. It's not like you're going to take a ton of damage out of it. It's just -4. Right, Dawn of Green. Really a non-issue for us. Well, just keep watching what happens. This should trigger soon. And as expected, triggered. And it grabbed Farah. Well, who else do we send? Let's send Ashley again. Ashley should max out Justice at 55. After all we've done, that should max the Justice. And an all-around helper. And probably I'll just send someone to Bloodbath. And Loki. Let's use this. Alright, now I'll just send someone to Bloodbath. Someone that doesn't... and that isn't really that important. Cedric isn't that important. I could even send the new guy. How? Okay. May can handle it on their own. Sure, Queen Vera and Yuri. Yuri's kind of overkill though. Ooh. Wait, it spawned here? Nice. Only Dakota's gonna tank it. Alright, who isn't? Ashley. Ashley's working. Or is she? Okay, that is done. This is gonna be done soon. Just double check if someone is dying. You can't be... Can't be too certain. Huh. Alright, Dakota soloed it, so I guess that's something. Process full of pain. Right, May, just do what you're supposed to do. I can now send Adam over here. Wrap up the fortitude. Who else needs? Yunho? I've already sent Yunho to Hero once, I think. And Anthony just to pump up the temperance. Temperance is not really there because of the pleasure. Right, this is more instinct work. I think I can send the Chan over here. And Cedric's going to work on this again, I guess. Yui. It's for La Luna. Who else needs this? Vera? I've already sent Vera for La Luna. Dexter went to La Luna. Yui was the last person who went to La Luna. So Vera, just one that should max out Vera's temperance. Right, I'll let Velasquez return. Okay, they didn't die, so I think that's a good sign. You can send Neville over there. Neville has a good armor. Because I'm pretty sure Ashley's now maxed, but at 55, it's also equally iffy. Grab this one quickly. And because I'm pretty sure that we're not going to reach whatever that is. Limit that is. I can also use the RV to farm, but it's common. Why not? Just as long as it's not 40, right? That's 36. 36 is fine. More porcupus. How many times do we need to work on this? 196. So we're already 8 in possession. So that will save us. And melting love is done. Who else needs this? Raika can have that. So I'm going to have to send Adam once more. But I think Adam is already... That's Yui. Adam is already... Okay, I need one more. Alephs tend to give around 10 if you succeed. One more for Ashley. Then I can try giving it to Neville instead. Maybe I can send someone else to Porcubus. Or I can send Yui again here. Pansy needs instinct though. And I'll send Pansy over there to get one. Then the last one would be all-around helper. Parasite 3 should trigger soon. Okay, Parasite 3 indeed triggered. Now it's 3, so I can send Loki again here. And that should trigger it. And I'm going to have to make Frank run over just for safety's sake. And as expected, censored. Censored fired. What's the last one who worked on Happy Teddy Bear? I'm pretty sure it's not May. Dexter. And no one else. There I can cause repression there. Silent Orchestra. At 126 I can use Instinct. Alright, I hope we just don't deal with Silent Orchestra later. Ooh, we got this guy. Alright, Neville, you go farm. I think it's just fair that Velasquez gets to beat that up. For fun. Let's use the quota and go there. Then we are going to wait until this goes to 4 before we work on that. Sure, let's send the channel over. And Cedric. We're going to have to wait for this to get to 4. Oh, we have behavior adjustment though. I can send Mackie over. And this would be the coda. All right, 4. Send Frank over for quick. And use this to save our bacon. Ooh, it's a good result. That should heal up Frank. Yep. That should save Frank. And that should also heal up Ashley, so Ashley can work here. And that's not a lot of damage, but we'll take it. Who else needs some attachment work? I already sent Yuri over. Vera? Vera's already should be already maxed out. Alright, let's just send Orga. I send Anthony here. Just for the temperance, just to be sure we get the temperance that Anthony needs. Alright, open can of wheelchairs is okay. Okay, 30 seconds. This one is already done, so we're just gonna return that after we are done. More fortitude for you. Ooh, lady facing the wall. No one saw this. Anything else we missed? No, we didn't miss anything. This will probably be next. You'll probably get that next day. Silent Orchestra gave us a decent result, thankfully. And Parasite 3 again. Come on. Farah blocked the path of the... Okay, so we don't really have to worry about that. What we have to worry about is red spawning there. So Eliza and Adam are going to hunt down the beast. Loki and Ashley should be level 5 after this. I can let someone work on nothing there, but apart from Adam, really don't have anyone. Well, we've got May, but May is infected, so that's really not a good idea. Parasite tree is gonna trigger soon. I think it's safe to return the behavior adjustment and the notes from researcher. Already returned that. Let's trigger this so that we can trigger the parasite tree. Trigger it sooner, at least. Frank can go there. So Frank, Adam, and Eliza are going to hunt down the big dude, while the rest are just going to be stationed nearby and wait for those guys to teleport. Though I'll need to assign an extra people over here because we are pretty sure they're going to teleport here. Yoon-Hoo and Anthony need to be stationed there. Well, let's wait for Neville to heal up a bit. Okay, let's wait for them to fully heal up first. Should be Neville. This would be Loki. And again, this would be Ashley. They can teleport here. I really don't care if the Dawn Clowns teleport anywhere. Anywhere except this place. Frank needs to just stay here. Need to trigger this ASAP, but this will be triggered soon. Once one of those are finished. And those are finished. We'll heal up just once. May's going to go there and beat up whoever spawns. Already returned everything, right? Well, if we didn't return Luminous Bracelet, we're probably dead already. So, guess we're safe. Now, it's Neville time. Wait. Neville time. Where's Neville? Wait, where's Neville though? Yep, go back there. And trigger the ordeal. Right, where's the dude? Loki and Ashley can just do whatever they need to do. Where is it? I'm getting paranoid. Alright, there you are. Nope, not me. Frank and Eliza. Still got 2, so no problem there. Just gonna keep watch. Now that's censored. That's gonna deal a ton of damage. It's nothing. It's gonna teleport somewhere. Yep. Yes, as expected, it teleported somewhere. And it shouldn't have teleported to Frank. Anywhere else? Dakota can't take that. Though to be safe, I can send people from the information team to help. Chainsaw. That's 3. So there's still 1. He missed 1. Where is it though? Well, we didn't miss it. Let's just squeeze in 1 more for Melting Love. And a couple more for this guy, for Neville. Fair. Tom. Okay. See, Cedric can use that. Tatiana can use that. Among you needs the instinct more. Anthony doesn't have that. Yunhu again? Sure. Aika. There's already maxed there. Right, Neville. And well, we are done. 101. After tomorrow, we are going to be able to get that weapon. No way we are not gonna get that weapon. I might just send Neville over again. Just for the heck of it. See, Neville is still Temperance too, right? So yeah, just for the heck of it, I'll just send him over once, then we are going to end this day. And I think that's just... yeah, we got a timing right. It's gonna be about an hour. I'm gonna be finishing this episode in about an hour. Unless we somehow screw up. And that's that. Workday complete. We got 2 missions complete. The Ego Shells and the Virtue of Creation. Maxing out Temperance. Yui still is not... doesn't have a high HP. We're gonna be working on that. Chan is full 5 now, which is good. Cedric, unfortunately, lowered to 5. Loki is 5-5, which is as expected. Ashley's now 5. And Neville got to 4. Didn't quite get to 5, but I'll take it. The time is upon you. It's time to complete the final piece of the puzzle you have been missing. May you have the best of luck on the last leg of your journey. Saying something like, I hope you'll finally be happy, or that some of the leftover pain can be relieved now, have long become empty words. There are several more things I would like to say, but let me sum them up into one sentence. I wish you success this time. I enjoyed being with you for not only these 45 days, but also the moments you don't remember. Well, there's just one last Sephira you need to meet. He holds in his hands a warmth that looks so comforting, but he can't shatter people's hearts like they're nothing. I have finished casting the rolls for the upper and middle layer Sephiroths. It's likely that this will not be the last time I do so. I may have to tell them again what I have already instructed countless times. However, you too will be different. You clearly understand why this facility exists and what your missions are. I expect that you will not exhaust me as the ones above do. Just keep this in mind. I will not come down here to the lower level unless the circumstances require me so. That does not mean I will simply watch and do nothing, but I will not interfere for the most part. I hope we never have to face each other from now on. It would only lead to the both of us suffering. Angela was the best artificial intelligence I had ever known. And you were the best architect that I was graced to meet. Back then, you simply could not let Carmen go. You were so desperate to keep Carmen on your side that you locked her in cryostasis pod in an attempt to preserve her body at the very least. But during all this, you were perfectly aware that Carmen's body had become nothing but a shell. Our faces were full of grief, yet we still ransacked her body and dismembered her core. In fact, I was rather relieved when you began to create Angela. You were wholeheartedly immersed in something, just like you used to be. That day, when she opened her eyes for the first time, I remember you were just staring through your laboratory's glass, not setting a single foot inside. You might have thought that you noticed me right away. However, I witnessed you standing there for a long time before you realized I was there. What inner conflict made you hesitate so? What did you think after seeing that piece of humanoid machinery who did not display the warm smiles and gentle laughter Carmen had so naturally? I told you in so many words that no matter how many AIs such as Angela you create, none of them will ever be Carmen. Now poor Angela is merely assigned to direct us from a distance as we go through the motions of the play. If there is one thing I may have mistaken myself over, is that I had thought you overcame everything. The truth is that you never have. Next mission, the virtue of the soul. Do you believe in the existence of the soul? I do. I also believe that the soul itself is the reason for one's existence. But then, is there a perfect soul? I personally think otherwise. However, one can only infinitely close in on that perfection. That process in of itself is an endless ocean of agony. At the end of such effort, I expect that we will be able to make valuations of everything with utmost correctness. Next goal, finally reach justice, clear the day with 10 or more employees whose justice is 100 or higher. Erstwhile, the world in which you stayed was once luminous. There was the sun and the moon, and also the clouds and winds that floated around them. It was a world of light, so to speak. But you couldn't stay there. You were robbed of innumerable things. You lived with a broken heart, clinging to the void where pieces of your heart used to be. No one could understand your pain, nor embrace you. Eternal loss dominated you. I was one of the thieves who robbed you of countless things. While I was at the top of the world, I watched you and looked down on your struggle. Not just you. I have seen many others that struggled. So attempts were no less futile than an insect rising. All I had to do was simply stomp on them a couple of times. But among them, there were some who would grit their teeth and climb up, dragging their broken bodies. It seemed that this was going to be another fun little trip, so I would drink a cup of tea before leaving with light steps. But as you can see, an unexpected encounter with the red mist got the best of me. And then you inflicted as much suffering upon me as I to you, did you not? You were familiar with how to break the mind without utilizing torture or violence. After everything was done, you gathered up every little bit of what was left of my humanity, and you threw them into this pit until even my spirit soured and rotted. Maybe you told yourself that I deserved worse than that. Therefore, you're an upholder of justice who has defeated the evil, no? Then I must ask, why is that grand and righteous upholder standing here, making himself out as a prisoner like I? And what happened with that coward, the one who with fear averted his gaze from my dying one? Why is he down here, suffering the same punishment as I? See, there cannot be a sight more satisfying than this for me. Is this all that idealism of hers came to be? You've dragged down your heroine with your own hands. Do you truly believe that your duty completes itself just for shedding tears at the funeral of the innocent, while you never even let their bodies rest in peace? Ironically, you found hope in all this misery. The raw material of the bucket, and the path to the river of all. Out of her, you made the bucket, and you started to send it down into the wells of the people. The bucket rises from the well of a person, filled with the water that can only be drawn by that person. An ancient fountain that had been flowing at the bottom even before the birth of the world. Now it simply is drawn, regardless of the consent of the person. When the bucket that holds a faded ideal of hers comes in contact with the ego of another person, a certain change occurs. Ask her about the bucket. Maybe this is difficult to understand only by listening. How about this? I could show you one of our miracles. It's taxing, but for you, I'll gladly do it. The people selected long ago are awaiting their turns. I bring them here according to the register. Let me introduce one to you. This one is nameless. He has nothing left, for he has abandoned all that he is a long time ago. For him, things like the remnants of the past or the pain of the present don't matter. He only stares into the future. Did you dream well? Yes, you'll finally dream for as long as you want, one that you will never wake up from. The employees will inject him with cogito soon. What river flows in you? What world lies in you? There are as many worlds as there are people. Discovering them is rather fun. No one must see this. That is why they adjust the level of cogito according to my orders, keeping their eyes and ears covered. Nobody should make direct eye contact with a drawn. But I can never dare to look away from him or to close my eyes, no matter how unbearable it may be. In the eyes of the dawn, there are the abysses that only I can endure, and there are the things that shouldn't exist in this world. This is the punishment that you obligated me to endure. A normal person would have gone mad thousands of times over if they had to put up with this. Thanks to you, I cannot even be graced with insanity or lose my mind. All I can do is capture all of it in my eyes. Now we wait. Will it rise in you? Or is it destined to be stuck in this pillar and spend eternity with me down in this place? Just need a little more time to find out. Now, do you finally realize what all these pillars contain? Well, consider yourself lucky today. At times, when the level of cogito is adjusted inadequately, some things that shouldn't exist come up as fragments. How funny that I say this, but they're like an adverse reaction that has its price for doing something unspeakable to a human being. The bucket can rise with some impurities mixed in with what we usually draw, and such as the abyss within humanity, subconscious, and all kinds of possibilities. From the past, from the present, even from the future. All kinds of things that have existed and will exist in this world. Given that they're outside our dominion, there's nothing we can do to cover them. They float around aimlessly, resonating with abnormalities and manifesting themselves in front of us when the moment comes. They are what you call our deals. Thankfully, they react to the cliff of the Terrans, so we can put them to sleep like the abnormalities. But that's all we are able to do. Yes, as you have learned, extracting abnormalities is my job. But creating them is Carmen's, whom you buried a long time ago. She is the mother of all abnormalities that have existed in this facility and of all that will emerge in the future. Tell me, how do you feel now that you know that those abnormalities that you faced above were part of these pillars? It's an agonizing sight to confront, but it doesn't matter to you. Not at all. Or am I wrong? After all, erasing your memories and running away from them as if nothing had happened is your age-old specialty. Next is abnormality dissolution. As you're aware, abnormalities and ordeals are things that derive from the human mind and take physical form. That makes them possess the possibilities of the past, the present, and even the future. They are a mystery, and as such are unstable things. However, we humans have never stopped digging at the truth. This desire to understand is not limited to abnormalities. We yearn to know and understand everything. Complete a day with every abnormality currently within the facility. I think this is fully researched. We shall soon see. Will you be unfolding more of the records team? And it's the final expansion of the records team, and we are going to extract the final, hopefully in the next episode, because we still have one more day before we move to the final. And the final limit break, prudence, and the final research for the extraction team. And 25% chance to recover Eagle from a dead agent, something that we don't have. Complete a day with every abnormality within the facility at maximum observation level. And as we've seen, we have all of them at maximum. So that should be done also. And yeah, let's just take a look whether we've got all of them done. Yep, we got all of them done. And before we end this episode, we are going to look at our new Aleph ego from the Melting Love. Is adoration. When the Eagle Gift is equipped, a red type shield is created when more than 10 damage is taken while HP is under 20%. Movement speed is reduced by 50% for 3 seconds after the shield is activated. It is not as unpleasant to wear as it is to look at. In fact, it seems to give you an illusion of comfort and bravery. Be cautious, because once you get too used to keeping the suit on, the viscosity of the slime might hold on to the wearer and become too sticky to let go. And we got a good resistance to black. With that, we might just be able to work on censored without even having to use his trick. But we shall see about that in the next episode. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to go for day 45. Then it will open the final department. And after that, we shall see what happens next. So, thanks for watching. As always, new episodes go up every midnight UTC, 8 AM Philippine time. If you want to watch me record these episodes, just follow me on Twitch and you'll be notified when I go online. And that's it for this episode. See you in the next episode.